The Oscar-winning actress Marion Cotillard and her partner Guillaume Canet revealed on Friday that they had ended their long-time relationship. Cotillard, 49, and Canet, 52, had been in a relationship going back to 2007, but they announced in a terse statement that they were going their separate ways. Daily Mail. Com has contacted representatives for Cotillard and Canet for comment but hasn't yet received a response. Although Cotillard has starred in numerous acclaimed French films, she has established herself as one of the country's biggest international stars thanks to major roles in high-profile English-language films, including Christopher Nolan's Inception and The Dark Knight Rises. She won the Academy Award for Best Actress for the 2007 biopic La Vie en Rose, in which she portrayed the legendary French singer Edith Piaf. Cotillard, who walked the red carpet alone at the Berlin International Film Festival earlier this year, and Canet represented a star couple in France, where he is also an acclaimed actor, writer, and director. They announced that they had ended their relationship in a statement to the Agence France-Presse news agency in which they said they were publicly revealing their breakup, to avoid all speculation, rumors, and risky interpretations. The former couple didn't share why they were separating, but they said it was by common accord and was with a mutual goodwill. The two had been friendly for a decade before then, and they had appeared on screen together in the French-language film Love Me If You Dare from 2003. Despite having apparently never tied the knot, Cotillard and Canet were forced to deny that they were married multiple times over the years. Adding to the confusion was the Contagion actress' habit of wearing a diamond ring on her left ring finger, which her partner had given her as a present. However, they clarified that it didn't signify that they were engaged. In 2011, they welcomed their first child, a son named Marcel, and they later welcomed a daughter named Louise in 2017. In addition to a long-running romantic relationship, Cotillard and Canet continued a years-long professional collaboration. The announcement of their separation sent a ripple through both the entertainment industry and the hearts of countless fans who had followed their journey over the years. Their love story had long been seen as a rare gem in the world of celebrity romance, an unflashy, grounded relationship that seemed to grow more authentic as the years passed. They were not the type to flaunt their private lives for publicity or allow their names to dominate the headlines with personal drama. Instead, theirs was a story marked by subtlety, shared respect, and artistic compatibility. Yet even in the quietest relationships, there are currents no one sees, and with this public acknowledgement of their breakup, Cotillard and Canet signaled that the time had come to let go of what had once brought them deep connection. The statement, though reserved, echoed with maturity, offering a rare glimpse into the graceful way in which love sometimes transitions, not with a bang, but with acceptance. The decision to go public, they shared, was meant to preempt wild speculation, to hold the narrative in their own hands before it could be twisted by gossip. In truth, the end of their relationship felt less like a rupture and more like the closing of a chapter in a long and meaningful novel. For nearly 2 decades, Marion Cotillard and Guillaume Canet had grown side by side, evolving not only as artists but also as individuals and parents. Their beginnings were innocent and organic, just two actors brought together by creative work, who discovered in each other something familiar, something safe. They had first sparked as co-stars in Love Me If You Dare, a whimsical yet emotionally charged film that seemed to mirror their own chemistry. Though they didn't begin dating immediately after the film, that early collaboration planted a seed that would eventually blossom into one of France's most admired partnerships. As time passed, their professional collaborations remained steady. Canet, a talented filmmaker in his own right, often cast Cotillard in his projects, not out of convenience or nepotism, but because she was the right actress for the role. Their ability to work together on screen while maintaining a deeply personal bond off-screen was one of the most compelling aspects of their relationship. They weren't just lovers or partners. They were collaborators, co-creators, and muses for one another. Despite their fame, Cotillard and Canet were adamant about preserving the sanctity of their family life. They kept their children away from the glare of paparazzi lenses, raising them with a sense of normalcy that's often difficult to achieve in show business. For Marion, motherhood was transformative. She once remarked in interviews how the birth of her children reshaped her outlook on life, grounding her in ways she never imagined. She spoke not only of the joy of motherhood but also of the responsibility of raising her children with awareness, compassion, and freedom. For all her acclaim and red carpet moments, Cotillard's greatest role, many would argue, was the one she took on quietly at home, that of a mother. And yet, for all their efforts to shield their love from public scrutiny, the rumors about their marital status were relentless. People saw the diamond ring, the unwavering companionship, the shared projects, and assumed marriage was inevitable, or already happened in secret. But both Marion and Guillaume were always quick to clarify they were not married. Not because they didn't believe in commitment, but because they had chosen a path that felt right for them, unencumbered by societal expectations. Their love didn't need a contract to be legitimate. The ring, as Cotillard gently revealed once, was a gift, a symbol of love, yes, but not of a legal or ceremonial bond. As time went on, whispers began to surface, small, almost imperceptible signs that perhaps the bond that had sustained them was shifting. Marion began making more solo appearances, including her lone walk down the red carpet at the Berlin International Film Festival. These instances, though subtle, sparked conversations online. Fans speculated, and tabloids buzzed, but Cotillard and Canet remained silent, maintaining the privacy they had always treasured. In the end, the announcement of their split was delivered on their terms, without fanfare, and with the kind of quiet strength that had defined their entire relationship. The reality is, relationships, especially those that span decades, are complex. The person you are at 30 is not the same person you are at 50. And when two people grow, even in love, they don't always grow in the same direction. Perhaps that was the case with Cotillard and Canet. Perhaps their shared history, while rich and beautiful, was no longer aligned with their evolving futures. And that's not a failure. That's life. It's worth acknowledging just how intertwined their lives had become, not only in terms of family and career, but in spirit. They were each other's confidants, champions, and closest collaborators. They crafted a partnership that defied the stereotypes of celebrity romances. There were no grand declarations, no tabloid meltdowns, no Instagram scandals. Instead, there was nuance, longevity, and a rare sense of groundedness. Even now, with their romantic chapter ending, the respect they hold for one another remains palpable. Their joint statement, sparse in detail but rich in tone, reflected this enduring respect. It didn't paint one party as the villain. It didn't plead for privacy while feeding the press. It simply said, "We've come to this decision together, and we hope to navigate it with dignity." As individuals, Cotillard and Canet continue to thrive. Marion remains a powerhouse in both French and international cinema. Her commitment to complex, challenging roles has never wavered. She's not an actress who chases fame for its own sake, she seeks truth in her characters, often gravitating towards stories that explore grief, love, injustice, and identity. Her performances linger long after the credits roll because they are layered, raw, and deeply human.